Alright, we're back. And I'm kind of hammed, I'm not gonna lie.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah, dude, this team, bro. They get me. Don't worry. Nah,
Minions have spawned.
don't worry.
Swimmingly.
Dude, I like this Nami, bro.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm low-key hammed at. Yeah, I feel that. I'm just gonna play. Fuck. Now, as you can tell, I'm, pretty intoxicated in this first game here. As you can see, I'm talking to myself and stuff. But we do manage to get one of the first kills of the game on our Udyr that was trying to invade our Master Yi. And I do just flash away from Swain. He does quit chasing me. I don't think he could have killed me anyway. I would have had E soon. So that gives me a free lane. I got double buffs now, level 4. Here I'm hitting level 6. Master Yi's waiting for the gank. Swain misses his, I believe it's his E. He takes one step too far. Hit him with the ult. Burst him down halfway. Master Yi helps us get that kill. I can tell he's going to die to dot damage and ignite, so I just kind of back off. I think Master Yi knows that as well. I believe he had red buff, so that was even more bleed. And now I'm 2-0, looking pretty good against a already countered Swain. So as you can see, I push Swain in up at the mid lane. I look to roam. These guys are absurdly low. We blow 1 flash, 2 flash, and a Xayah ult. And that's about it for that. And I start to head back up. Now, kind of a low ELO play here. I head right back up, and I go to this bush, get out of vision of that scuttle crab, and I run right back down, and I see that they're still half health, and they have still not warded this tri-brush. They definitely should have known this was going to happen. This is pretty low ELO, classic stuff. This time I'm able to hit a free ult, and I do go in for the kill on Pyke. I think I go down here. Yes, I do. Arguably worth because Pyke is the only one that got the kill. There's no assist. So I'd definitely say that's worth. I don't usually like to die like that, but if we can help Ezreal out, I'm sure it'll be fine. Ezreal gets a nice snipe there with Nami. I get a clutch shark here right before I get stunned, which was ensure that Ezreal gets a double kill. Now Ezreal is looking pretty good. And that takes some pressure off me for sure later in the game, which will end up helping us. Now Udyr's coming in here. I am Fizz. Not really in danger of getting ganked ever really as Fizz. With your E pretty much being a free escape. And if you max it, it's up every 6 seconds or so with cooldown. Here bot lane is getting roamed on again. They love to fight. They love to overextend and stay with half health. I hit the Pyke, make sure he's dead, and I go right for the Xayah. I do pick up both kills, which is obviously a great roam for me. Swain just cannot match the roam. He's trying to, get ahead and farm. I believe I'm still out CSing him, which is bad on his part, but it happens. I'm able to hit the Xayah. It's a free kill. Pyke pulls me in. Probably not what he wanted. I flash over just because he has double buffs, and that's an easy double kill. Now at this point, I'm already sitting on a Lich Bane, level 2 boots, and I got about, was that 1k? So I'm looking to get the tower for sure here. Swain's been sitting mid all game, that's why I don't have much damage on the tower. I believe I want to dive this guy, but we're really not sure where his team is. There we see Udyr coming off the side, so it probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to dive. Riven is rotating down now. But now I see Udyr farming the camp. I want to go for the kill here. I don't have my ult. I do E in, which is pretty risky. But I just thought, since I'm so ahead that I think I'll be okay, and I had some backup with me. So that's a safe play to make, I'd say, when you're ahead. Now this play honestly looks like the Swain's trolling. he goes in, flashes in, but he honestly does quite a bit of damage. And if he had a follow-up from a team, could have easily turned the fight there. He gets his auto about half health, and Riven has to flash out. So at first I thought he was trolling, but honestly might not have been trolling. This is just a little bit later. I sped up a few minion waves. They cleared a few minion waves. Now I almost get stunned right there. Most likely would have died if I got stunned, honestly. Now I am doing a lot of typing this game, which I generally do not like to do. I am a little bit intoxicated, so that it doesn't help. I'm having a good time. I'm way ahead. Zaya has a pretty OP ult, dodges both me and Ezreal's ult, but the ult really doesn't matter at this point. I can still one hit with just 3 moves. At this point, we should definitely be looking to get Baron. We should be grouped up. We have a Master Yi and an Ezreal and a Nami to keep us healthy. And it would be a pretty free Baron, honestly. Udyr definitely oversteps there. I'm not sure what he was thinking. There was 3 of us there. Plus, I got 10 kills. Not quite Trick 2D, so he needs to back off. Me and Ezreal have the right idea here. We need to look to get this tower. Riven can't defend it from both of us. I have Zanya, so I'm not afraid to go in like this. Plus, I have E that resets the turret aggro. This is just a great champion to dive. Master Yi goes very hard here. He doesn't get out because the Nami's good heals. Now I get flashed on. I flash out. In hindsight, I probably could have Zanya's and had the same result there. But either way, it works. I get a kill. Ezreal hits a clean ult here, and we look to pressure this tower. We should back off, though, just because Ezreal is so low. But we are a bit greedy. This fight, I'm rotating a little late. Pyke has already gotten the double kill. I believe it was maybe like a 2v4 down bot lane. Me and Ezreal weren't there yet, and they do surrender off that. And that's just a pretty easy game for me. Swain's already a pretty easy matchup for Fizz, and I love to pick Fizz into Swain just because of the natural healing debuff and the burst damage that Fizz cannot really, Swain cannot really handle. Now going into the second game here, they first pick Fizz, and I'm really never sure who to play against Fizz, but I had been playing a lot of Kayle games, and I decided to go Kayle into Fizz because I figured I could just, ult whenever he ults me, negate pretty much half of his burst damage, and still be wailing on the Fizz 24/7 as he's coming in. So that was my pick, and it seemed to work out good for me here. Volibear gets a good gank there, chases pretty hard. At first I thought he was probably going to die to the tower, but I believe he had passive and got a nice kill there on the Fizz. He wants to dive the Udyr, but we're only about level 3 and 4, so doing a dive, especially with no ult on Kayle, could be a little risky here. This is what I'm talking about. I can just go right in on this Fizz. He ults me. I just ult, counter all of his damage, and he has to run away. Udyr was going to come in, but I think they saw a Volibear coming from the other side, so they stopped. I know this Fizz does stick around here, and I have Ignite and Flash. I don't have much mana, but still, if I can get even like 1 or 2 auto attacks on that Fizz with Ignite, I'll be able to kill him, flash out. And that's exactly what I do here. He does E, which makes it a little harder, but I get the Ignite on him first. That was key. You get the Ignite on him first, so it ticks even when he's jumping around. And it gives me a kill. Now I'm looking to further push in the tower, just so Fizz is denied even more. Volibear is right there to help me. This is another good part about Kayle. I have a fed Volibear, so I'm able to even sit behind Volibear and just speed him up and let Volibear go to town. I am running lethal tempo. I've been debating whether I should run lethal tempo or press the attack on my Kayle games. And as you can see here, Fizz thinks he's gets lucky and finds me recalling, but I just hit R, turn around and whack him. So yeah, I've been debating on whether lethal tempo or press the attack's better. I feel like lethal tempo gets you to your power spike faster, but just because you get that so much attack speed even when you don't have the items. But press the attack just does so much damage. And I get a little greedy here by flashing in. Good thing Volibear is here to back me up. We can turn this. We get the Udyr. I don't think we get the Fizz here. The Fizz gets away. But now me and Volibear can push in. He does pop Rift Trail here, which if you've seen my previous videos, Rift Trail is probably the most broken thing in the game. Now Fizz does jump in, and we see that our bot lane is pinging that their bot lane is coming. So we get the tower. I believe Volibear goes down here, but we are able to get the tower. Swain can't really catch us. He's getting kited by like crazy by Zillion. I'm pinging Dragon. I want to go get a drag. It's a fire drag. Something that can really help us here, especially when you're ahead. Now another reason I picked Kayle is because we had already picked a Zillion, and Zillion in combination with Kayle makes for a lot of movement speed on either one champ or two different champs, and an invulnerable ult, which, you know, pretty much gives someone like 1.5 lives, maybe even 2 lives. I can see we are pretty fed here, doing a lot of damage to the Udyr. Our Volibear is super fed. Me and Zillion are just buffing him like crazy, letting him get free Qs into the enemy team, right to the back line. We finish off the in-hit tower here, and I'm wailing with Rage Blade. By the way, Rage Blade's so absurdly broken. Definitely needs to be fixed in this game. Just the amount of damage it does is pretty ridiculous. This sets us up for our first inhib. As you can see, Kayle with blue buff can be pretty obnoxious. I have a heal on a 6-second cooldown, and it's not even maxed, and it still heals for, I don't know, about 200 health. And there's the power of the blue smite. Generally you go red smite, but blue smite is also good because it gives Kayle that extra slow, that extra CC that Kayle needs to stick on a target, which really is one of the biggest reasons Kayle is not picked a lot, I'd say. That and CC. CC and lack of CC are two reasons Kayle really is not picked. But if you can get to your items, Nashor's, Rage Blade, and usually the jungle lane item, Kayle can be pretty strong. Thanks for watching, guys.